Well, she really was, yeah. She really was, and I guess that's maybe partly what I was attracted to in her. I didn't know anything about her at all, really, and became more and more impressed with her as a human being and as an activist that she was at the time. The more I studied her, but she was quite extraordinary.
Yeah, she was making do with what woman could do in the circumstances. Really,
I think
in
so.
her role.
Yes, not that, and also, she really applied it. She made sure that there was as much equality and fairness in Viceroy's house as she possibly could, in inviting Muslims, Sikhs, and Hindus in who maybe had never been invited in before, even if they weren't, local politicians, etc. And the two of them travelled around extensively, trying to keep as much peace on the ground as possible in a time when the ask for them was probably one of the most impossible things anybody could be asked to do, which is trying to encourage and aid India into independence in a very, very ridiculously short period of time, where so many hundreds of millions of people are involved, and so yes, with what they had and the circumstances, I think they did as good as they could.
Would you like the White House to view this film on cooperation and peace and working out compromises?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what compromises were actually worked out. I think actually what we see in the film is, conversations about compromise, but at the end of the day, what ended up transpiring was disastrous for many hundreds of millions of people. So I'm not sure if it's an example of what actually.
Maybe it shouldn't be screened.
No. But maybe more of a screening of what happens when you don't. What happens when there isn't tolerance and fairness and compassion and yeah.
Finally, did you just, with the Viceroy's house, everything that you got, was it getting to star in a historical drama? Obviously he's been in Downton and that. Did that appeal?
Sure. I mean, I've done a little bit of that before, but it was also just, really being fascinated by the story. I've been fascinated by India for a long time, and so much of the historical aspect of it I didn't know at all, and I was kind of shocked that it wasn't a larger part of my education. When so many people had been impacted by the decisions of so few, that it wasn't something that was as studied as the Holocaust.
Should have been. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mimi. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for everything. Thank you.